Imagine fingers burning, neck throbbing, back aching, just pain, torture. You may be thinking, is this an aggressive sport? No. My ears are always blessed, my fingers bringing all those thoughts back. You may be wondering, what is this supposed to mean? To me, this is music. As I sat back in my chair during symphony orchestra rehearsal, my head was filled with annoyance. Why am I here? I want to go home. I hate violin. Intrusive, negative thoughts filled my mush brain. Without noticing, I lightly covered my arm around my violin, waiting for other sections to receive approval by the conductor. The Beethoven Fourth Symphony was ringing around the room. My skin slightly touched the delicate strings of the instrument. Goosebumps shot all over my skin. It was a new feeling. With the move of each note and each measure, a ring of music vibrated under my arm. Every note that blessed my ears vibrated through the strings, delivering every emotion and meaning to my soul. One short movement made me think back to the reason why my life is full of music and look beyond the frames of what music is. I got my hands on my first violin when I was in 3rd grade. It was because I didn't want to play piano, which my pianist grandmother taught. I pleaded every day to my mom to let me learn how to play the violin. When she finally agreed, I imagined myself as the best player in the world, playing complex melodies. After I bought my first instrument, a half-size violin, I immediately tried to play it. I searched up a YouTube tutorial on how to play the violin. Just like the lady in the video, I placed the instrument on my shoulders, put my chin on the black thing, whatever it was called, and struck the strings with a brown stick. I guess the video made it look easier. Torture and death ringed through the instrument and pierced my ears. I was left in complete shock. I took lessons and saw the music. I couldn't understand the music. No emotion I needed to deliver was shown, just torture and death. Time passed, no improvement. It came to a point where my parents yelled at me to quit playing violin. I was left confused. I knew I wanted to play this instrument. I knew I had potential to share emotion through music. I knew I had a chance, but I didn't know how. With my obsession with cinema and soundtracks, I always believed these notes belonged in a faraway land, impossible to play, only to hear. Whenever I visited live orchestra performances held by the Pacific Symphony Orchestra, I believed each and every note was impossible for me to deliver. At this moment, I really believed that I could never deliver this happiness to others. The true emotions I'm feeling, happiness, sadness, everything. How was I supposed to deliver this? A small youth ensemble at my church completely changed my life. My mom's friend encouraged me to join this ensemble to train myself to become a player of the extremely advanced symphony orchestra, where I am currently playing. I went and saw the music, and they were all movie soundtracks that I would listen to and think would be impossible to play. That was when I realized music was supposed to be in my life. I came home and listened to all of the official soundtracks from La La Land, Star Wars, Cinema Paradiso, Romeo and Juliet, and etc. Deep emotional melodies from La La Land and romantic and loving feelings through Cinema Paradiso. My time had come. That was when I realized I had a chance to become what I wanted to be, someone who delivers this joy to others. To imagine symbols and notes fluting through the air as it touches our hearts and minds with emotion, I came to wonder, what is music's purpose of being in this world? We cannot see or witness these notes. It was as if the music was alive. Each vibration carried emotion and meaning that I had never noticed before. In that small moment, my perspective changed completely. Music is one of the only invisible forces in the world that people can truly feel. We cannot see the notes as they travel through the air, yet they still reach us in the most powerful ways. Music has the ability to touch our hearts and influence our emotions without saying a single word. It can make us feel joy, sadness, excitement, or comfort. Somehow, simple sounds and symbols written on a page can connect deeply with our minds and souls. That moment in rehearsal helped me understand the true purpose of music. It is not just about practicing scales or playing the right notes. Music allows people to express emotions that are difficult to explain in words. It gives people a way to release frustration, share happiness, and feel understood. What once felt like pain and effort while playing the violin became something meaningful. From that moment on, music was no longer just an activity I had to do. It became something I could truly feel and appreciate. As I reflect back to my journey of music, music was my life. That is who I came to be, a musician who feels. A player who delivers. A one that sees the notes floating in the air to deliver a force of strength and power. One note can change lives and shape me. Gloria Jung. Thank you.
Mike, hit the mic.